Good evening and welcome along to our FluxMotorsport club race. This week we are in Monza on the short circuit, and we have the Mini Challenge RX, so a bit of rallycross on the circuit. Weather's taken a turn for the worst. We have light rain forecast for all sessions. We've had our practice. Just quickly go through the grid. Got CDN random grid order for the sprint race. CDN on pole. We've got Dan on second place. Big Wee Boy in third place. Fifth place is Porscheman. Spunkmeyer in sixth place. And bringing up the back of the grid, Pogo Mojo. Everybody ready to go for the lights to go out. Good start there from CDN. Spunkmeyer coming down the inside as well, so good start from the middle of the pack there from Spunkmeyer. Looks like there was a slight accident there on the outside of the circuit, but CDN still maintaining the lead. As we come down the main straight here at the short track of Monza, into the last corner. Quite difficult cars to get a handle on these. I certainly struggled during practice, but others putting in some fairly quick lap times in the practice sessions. CDN stretches his lead slightly. He's got now just over a second over Spunkmeyer in second. It's like Dan and Pogo are sticking quite close to Spunkmeyer as well for the second place. There's quite a battle forming there for that second place, all within a second of each other. So lap times not quite into the practice session times we were seeing. There was a 49 in the practice session, which is extremely quick for these cars in these conditions. Sort of within the 54s at the minute on the second lap. Great battle here going on into the first corner. Dan just getting down the inside of Spunkmeyer. Let's see if Spunkmeyer can take him on the brakes. Spunkmeyer going wide, just catches the curb there. Can he hold on to third? I think that's Pogo that's behind him. And I don't think he has. I think Pogo's got through as well. So a mistake there into the first corner for Spunkmeyer, and it's cost him 2 places. And you can see there that CDN is just stretching out that lead at the front as well, while these three battle among themselves. It was just up to 2 seconds at one point there on that straight. Spunkmeyer goes very wide there on the last corner. As Pogo looks like he's lining up to make a move on Dan here, under braking into the first corner. I think he thinks better of it. Maybe try and get him on the exit. It's one thing that get contact there and the exit at that third corner. That puts Dan into the wall. So I'd expect really Pogo to give that place back, but it doesn't look like he is doing. One thing that will definitely affect our feature race later on after this race is the tyres. Tyre wear in this. As Dan makes a mistake there, and Spunkmeyer collects him just on the way through. It's looking rather second-hand that car now. As I was saying, that the thing that's going to affect the feature race is the tyres. These cars tend to like to eat tyres, so there's definitely going to be a pit stop in the feature race, maybe even 2, just to take care of the tyres. Pogo definitely making inroads now into CDN. Let's just jump on board with Pogo, because he is he's putting the hammer down and making roads into CDN Trooper. Took about half a second out of him in that last lap. And you can see now he's visually closer. He's under that second mark, so we'll stick with this battle as around the last corner. Spunkmeyer is also within a second of Dan a little further back. We'll stick with Pogo. There's only half a second in it now on this lap. As we're into lap 7. Still Pogo within that half a second mark. Spunkmeyer is sort of dropping off, and sort of the gap keeps yo-yoing a bit to the back of Dan, although he's back within that second mark now, so we'll keep an eye on that battle. As CDN might have gone wide there. Actually Pogo, I think, actually there, just getting his braking slightly wrong. He's dropped back a little bit, but only 3 or 4 tenths as we get on to start to lap 8. Lap time's certainly coming down. CDN, this battle pushing CDN along. He's into the 50s, so there's a 50.6 there. CDM showing some pace. I mean, it was Dan and Pogo that were in the 49s and very low 50s in the practice, so CDN definitely made an improvement there. So being pushed along by Pogo. We'll just drop back down, because I think Spunkmeyer might have made a slight mistake, because Porscheman's actually caught the back of him, and yeah, you can see there's a fair amount of damage there as he goes fully off the circuit. Obviously fighting some, oh dear, and he's caught the barrier as well, so he's obviously fighting some form of damage there, because Porscheman has just got past him. So we may see Spunkmeyer in the pits. We'll go back to our battle for the lead. Pogo's actually dropped back slightly. It's just opened up to a second, that gap. See the end of the spray there. It's on the straight, and indeed Spunkmeyer is in the pits, so he can get that damage repaired. Can he get out and catch Big Breeman? The pits are quite costly here. It's quite a long pit lane, and with it being such a short lap, does tend to impact your race quite a bit if you've got damage and you're sat in the pits. So Pogo pushing along. He's got that gap back down. It's now back down to the half-second mark. So let's see if he can make a move on CDN here on the last lap. So yeah, you can see that Spunkmeyer is still in the pits, and they're about to round the final corner. So it is massively costly being in the pits. He's only just exiting now. So CDN got a nice 1 second gap as he comes across the line for the last lap. And I think he was slowing down there, CDN, to perhaps cross the line, and has missed where the line is. So Pogo's actually gone into the back of him, gone straight through him there. So Dan, he got him on the line. So I don't know whether that was... No, he hasn't run out of fuel. Porscheman actually took third in that, so Porscheman came along for third. Big Wee Man took fourth. And with that pit stop, fortunately, that means Speckmeyer was at the back of the grid.